Hello everybody, this is David Koltai, the president and creator of Pigtronix, futuristic analog effects. I'm here today to show you the Sweetwater Exclusive FAT Philosopher pedal. This pedal combines two of my absolute favorite Pigtronix guitar pedal circuits into one convenient box that gives you noiseless, clean compression and sustain coupled with tube-style overdrive that's incredibly dynamic and responsive. Both circuits are true bypass, and there's an effects loop so you can insert other devices in between the compression and overdrive sections. The Philosopher section of the FAT Philosopher is based on Pigtronix award-winning Philosopher's Rock pedal. This unit has been enhanced with the addition of a blend control, which is in the top center. So we have volume, blend, and sustain knobs, as well as a grit toggle switch. The grit toggle switch introduces a Germanium overdrive circuit, which gives you the sound of a little tiny recording amp being stretched to the limit and about to explode, sort of a tube rectifier sag type sound. So I'm going to go ahead and demo first with the grit toggle switch off, and my blend turned up about 3/4 of the way. So I have a little bit of my clean signal mixed in for parallel compression and the sustain dimed. So here we go. This is the Philosopher section of the FAT Philosopher. Here's first my clean tone in bypass. Okay, here's the Philosopher. So as you can hear, this pedal has a tremendous amount of sustain and is totally noiseless. Now I'm going to go ahead and introduce the grit toggle switch to add some Germanium overdrive. Bridge pickup. So that's just the first section of this pedal. Now we're going to move on to the FAT Drive section. So, moving on to the FAT Drive here. The FAT Drive is a touch-sensitive overdrive. It's Pigtronix's take on all analog tube emulation. Now, a lot of pedal companies will tell you their overdrives clean up as you turn down your volume knob on your guitar. Well, that's true here, but this pedal also will clean up just based on how hard you pick. It's incredibly dynamically responsive, has a ton of gain, and is a real versatile overdrive. You have volume, gain, and tone knobs, and then a toggle switch for more gain. So right now the more switch is down, and we're going to go ahead and demonstrate. This thing has got the gain wound up pretty high, but the more switch is down, so it's kind of a medium gain setting. So here we go. Now we're going to move on to the more gain mode. Toggle switch is up. More gain. The effects loop on the FAT Philosopher is really handy for inserting any additional effect that you want in between the compression and the overdrive sections. Now, even if both compression and overdrive are bypassed, you can still access the effects that's in the loop. So here I've got my mothership in the loop, and it's particularly this type of effect, some sort of pitch tracking, synthesizer, a whammy pedal, anything like that is really great to put after a compressor, so that the compressor can level things out, give you additional sustain to help your tracking, and then before an overdrive, because the overdrive adds so much interesting character after the synthesizer. So we're going to start out with both of the FAT Philosopher sections bypassed and just the mothership engaged on the loop. Then I'm going to turn on the compression and do a couple of long sweeps with the whammy pedal expression pedal on my mothership. And then finally we'll add in the overdrive from the FAT section to get some pretty crazy, gnarly sounds here. First here, the mothership by itself in the loop. Now with compression added, and now finally with a little bit of additional overdrive after the mothership. So now, turning the mothership off, we're going to go ahead and rock the FAT Philosopher with its compression section and the overdrive section engaged all together, everything turned way up, and just getting my massive sound here. I'm going to add a little bit of delay into it. That, my friends, is the FAT Philosopher from Pigtronix. What's a FAT Philosopher? It's a Sweetwater exclusive combination of the Philosopher's Rock with a blend knob added and the FAT drive with an effects loop in between them. You got any additional questions? Call your Sweetwater sales engineer for more information. Signing off, it's Dave Koltai, creator of Pigtronix, futuristic analog tone. Get fat, play Pigtronix.